The beauty of life is found in the smallest moments, the moments in between the mundane and the extraordinary. At a time that's not day or night, when the weather is not rainy or sunny, the mist clings to the hillside in a way that's not forceful or soft. It moves in a way that's not solid or liquid, not slow or fast, not quiet or silent. Sometimes I wonder where my mind goes between thoughts, in those hours between dreams. I think that it's there, between the mountains and mist, between the rain and sun, between the day and night. There is this stirring silence before the rainforest wakes up. The fog sits heavy on the horizon, unwoken. The shadows are deep and the birds stay anonymous within the treetops. We live in the easternmost point of Australia, so in these mountains, the sun hits the land earliest each morning. The day begins when the golden rays start to stretch across the rainforest. The sun wakes the mist and then it begins to dance across the skyline. And normally, the sun wakes me, and my day begins with an alarm of loud birdsong, mist and beams of light. But every now and then I wake up that extra bit earlier and I wander the hills before they come alive. The first sun on my skin feels like the warmest greeting from the earth. A reminder to pause and remember to enjoy the ordinary magic of life. The mundane moments in between that often hold the most meaning. I bring my sketchbook each time because this is when inspiration always comes to me. Like an eraser to paper, the mist wipes away the mountainside, forgetting each tree that it covers. But I've walked these hills and watched these first rays so many times that I know each mountain's curve, each valley's indent, and each tree that hides behind the mist. I know exactly how they catch the shifting light each season, but still, the sunrise is so different every time. I've never seen two the same. Like an artist, the sun paints the valley different each time. Strokes of mist spread across the mountains, gold rays etched into the sky. I'm inspired by the ever-changing landscape and nature's ability to create beauty everywhere.
For years I've been keeping little sketchbooks full of drawings, but I've never painted in my whole life. Julia's always been the painter. She makes these grand paintings, and for some reason I've never even thought of doing it. But today, Julia, the expert, is going to teach me, and I'm going to make my first painting ever. And I'm going to reference all of the drawings that I've been drawing.
For us, the act of noticing and appreciating the world around us centers around creativity. To create and to document the beauty of the world really lets us feel it. Our hands moving and working is an ode to nature. It isn't about the end result. A painting might be terrible, but each stroke acts as a meditation on the beauty of the world. Each detail focused on lets us slow down and really notice.
I'd suggest putting lots of paint down. That one's just this way.
This act forces us to work slowly, methodically, and to take pleasure in the making, not the product.
What are you giving me? Do you want to make a painting? Let me do it.
The idea of a slow life always confused me because in reality, I don't know if any life is slow. The pace of living on a farm or in an off-grid cabin is anything but slow. The animals need constant care, we're at the mercy of the weather, and there's always a job that needs doing. For a long time, a slow life seemed like an imaginary concept conjured to make us feel like there was a better option, when in reality the fast pace will follow you anywhere. But in creative practices, I finally understand what it means to live slowly. It's about pausing and living in the present moment. It's about softly standing still every now and again to notice the world around you. It's about making the time for a walk at sunrise or time to experiment with paint on canvas. It's about documenting the beauty around you and sharing it. The secret is, though, that you can do this in any lifestyle. You don't need to live in the rainforest or to bake your own bread. A slow life is simply being able to weave the act of noticing into your day-to-day life.
I wear the bedspread like a cape when it's late and I want to.
Trying something new for the first time can be scary, and sometimes we stop ourselves from learning new things and experimenting out of fear of the unknown or embarrassment of not being skilled in the first go. I haven't painted since I was a child, and because I haven't stretched this muscle of creativity, I thought, what's even the point of starting now when I won't be skilled at it? But this way of thinking is so wrong because it stops us from ever trying anything new. The truth is that I might be unskilled the first time I try something new, but that's okay. It takes time to learn, and it isn't about the skill, or even about the painting. It's about the act of creating and getting my thoughts and feelings down on a canvas. Julia has been painting for years, and now mixing colours, the movement of strokes and composition is like second nature for her. This is the beauty of creativity, your skills slowly growing and your ability to document blossoming. But the real joy is the act of creating, and this requires no skill at all.
I'm really enjoying painting. I didn't know if I would because this is my first time doing it and every hobby is different, but I really like it. I feel so calm as I paint.
There's a sort of stillness at this time of year that lets you pause. Our biggest inspiration is the beauty of nature, the trees and the water and the sky, and our own interactions within the landscape. So when we immerse ourselves into the rainforest, in between the ripples of reflected forests, we find great inspiration. I think that part of creating freely is not to get too caught up in these states of creating, to allow time for the rest of life too, and to find inspiration everywhere. Sometimes I get frustrated in periods of my life when I'm too busy to paint or sew or draw. I feel the urge of creativity, but I can't fulfill it. In those times especially, I remind myself that creativity can be found everywhere.
Some days are too early for goats and they get so sleepy so they have to do a really slow walk to wake up, and then other days they're so awake and they go jumping and bouncing and I can't keep up with them. It's Moonbee and Paisley's birthday today. They must be 3 years old, so 3 years ago today they were born and they were the cutest little tiny baby twins. It was amazing. They were little miracles. It's your birthday! It's your birthday! Happy birthday, Moonbee. Moth is the mama to most of the babies of the goats, so she's had 4 babies, and 2 of them, the twins, are maybe her most spoilt ones. They're so funny. They all have such different characters.
Life can be a work of art. Each task can be done with an artistic touch. Each emotion can be inspiration. There is magic all around. In the simplest moments, you can find deep joy. To notice lets you feel this inspiration flow through you, and then to create gives it back. It lets you share these feelings and emotions and beauty.
I'm really excited to get back into painting today. I hopefully want to finish it. It was so fun yesterday, so it's going to be exciting.
People talk about flow state, a state of consciousness, normally when you're creating something where time seems to be altered and you're completely immersed. Suddenly, time isn't measurable. Sometimes it stretches out, sometimes it passes quickly. Your intense focus lets the world around you just fade, and suddenly nothing exists except for the task ahead of you. Your actions feel almost automatic, like your hands are acting on their own. I think the secret to this state of bliss is to learn that creativity is an act of meditation. If you take away the commercial aspects, the overthinking, and especially if you take away the actual physical creations that you're making, what you're left with is this state of being. In between the first stroke on the canvas and the final painting, there is something truly magical, something almost unexplainable, this sense of wonder and joy and inspiration, this state of flow. To create something that expresses the wholeness of the world, I think that you need to engage your hands, your heart, and your mind. Your hands might sound like the simplest, but I think we underestimate the power of moving these muscles and how it connects to the rest of our body. These muscles learn and remember. They grow stronger, and actions that once felt impossible come instinctively. Your heart is your empathy, your emotions, your depth. It's the reason for creating. It is the message woven through the threads. It's the poetry spoken in brushstrokes. It's the song sung through ink to paper. Your heart guides you. Your mind is a tool used to achieve. It's your rational thinking that lets you find your medium, your message, and it combines all of these elements together. And then you find your flow state.
The storm has lifted, quiet burden undertow is lingering behind. I'm in the water looking down, ice cold clarity, and it is nothing new for you to rise out from the depths, from the deep, just to prove that I'll never be free from you. Night after night, year after year, I read you out again and again. You grow in my mind. Night after night, I read you out again and again. And I wish for a flood. I wish for a drought. I try to pull the root out you keep growing.
I'm so proud of myself. This is the first painting that I've ever created in my adult years, and I think it's great. It's so exciting to just push yourself and try to teach yourself new skills, and I'm excited to keep exploring.
Precious darkness, and it all
Thank you so much to our patrons for your support on our rainforest regeneration journey. We are so grateful for your support.
It wasn't my